Hello, it's 1 p.m. Nigerian time, and this is Verses and Paragraphs. And as always, I am Erumena Amata, also known as Mena. I almost forgot my name there. Anyway, yesterday we were talking about the happiest phrases in English, and it just follows that if we're talking about the happiest phrases, why don't we talk about the saddest phrases in English? Now, one of the very first saddest phrases is back to school. You know, especially when you've been on summer break for students, when you've been on summer break, you've had fun, you've had time, maybe like almost 12 weeks of super fun holidays, and then suddenly your parents tell you back to school, you're going back to school next week. I don't think you're going to feel very happy. So it's one of the saddest phrases in English. Yes, shout out to my sister Ella, however, she's watching from Edinburgh. Thanks. And then another of the saddest phrases or saddest words in English is goodbye. Now, you can keep on saying goodbye, goodbye, and why it is sad, you don't know when it will be the last time you will say goodbye. I remember when we're in secondary school, there used to be this song that they used to sing, goodbye is the loneliest word I know that makes me want to cry. So goodbye is one of the saddest phrases one of the saddest words in English language. Then you are, please can you let people know that it's you are and not your? Okay, yeah, that's true. Many people make that mistake. You are is YOW apostrophe R because it is contracted and it is two words, you and R. You are, and it is spelled you are. And then there's also the word your, which means something that belongs to you, your own. So there's a difference, and many people make that mistake, especially when they are writing. If you are going to talk about you are doing something, it is, and you want to contract it, you are. And then your personal thing, it is yours. Anyway, back to the saddest phrases. Another sad phrase is the word terminal. Now, terminal always has a finality, especially when it has to do with something, a medical condition. Denja Abdullahi is watching from, I don't know, are you still in, where is that your place? Is it Bauchi or are you back in Abuja? Denja Abdullahi is the president of Writers Association of Nigeria, ANA. Now, I'm talking about the saddest phrases in English language, and I've just talked about when children are told that it's time to go back to school after they've had fun time during the holidays. Then there's also the word goodbye, which has a sense of finality because you do not know when next you're going to see that person. Then there's the word lonely. Lonely in itself connotes sadness. When you say somebody is a lonely person, someone is a loner, you are feeling sad, you're all alone. Then there's also the word bad news, that phrase, bad news. Once you hear bad news, there's nothing good that can come after bad news. When you say, I've got bad news, definitely it's going to be bad news, and it connotes a certain form of sadness. Then there's the word almost. In Warri that time, we used to say almost is nearly. We used to say nearly cannot kill a bird. So she said she almost passed. She almost got an A. She almost won. Almost got there. Almost connotes a sense of sadness. You almost got it, but you didn't get it. So you cannot say that you got it. Then there's another word again, and this one is for children. You are up, you've done your homework, you've had dinner, you're having fun, you're watching television. I remember back then in Los Angeles when with my nephew's daughter, once you told her it was time for bed, Veno was never ever happy. So time for bed is one of the saddest phrases in English language. I've already mentioned quite a few. I'll just go over them again because I see, yes, Edna Obi is watching. I know she's watching from Lagos. Thank you for tuning in. Dr. Raphael James, as always, my brother from another mother, is also watching from Lagos. So we've been talking about the saddest phrases in English. Yesterday we talked about the happiest phrases. So one of the saddest phrases is back to school. Another one is goodbye, connotes a sense of finality. There's also heartbroken, and heartbroken usually happens around February 14, when all those people who just suddenly decide that okay, they're not ready for Valentine's Day and they break someone's heart. Then there's terminal. Terminal, when used in the medical sense, has a certain air of finality. And then lonely in itself is final. Thank you so much. Dr. Raphael James, my brother from another mother, says he's watching me and I can count on him. Thank you so much. Then there's also the word bad news. Bad news, of course. When somebody says, it's bad news, of course it's bad news. Nothing good can come from bad. February 14th. And then the word almost. He almost got an A, but he didn't get an A. He almost got 100 points, but he didn't score. She almost won, but she didn't. He almost got that project. And like I said, almost is the same thing as nearly. And in Wari, we used to say that time, nearly cannot kill a bird. No matter how you say, I nearly, but you do not kill the bird. And then there's also the word time for bed. When your children are having fun, you're watching, and then suddenly your parents come say, it's time for bed. You're never, ever, ever happy. Now, our word for today is paseo. Paseo is spelled P-A-S-E-O, paseo. And it is a noun, and it means, that's the word paseo. Can you see it? Okay, there it is. All right, paseo. Paseo means a leisurely walk, or you're strolling in the park, and it means a paseo. So maybe in the evening I would like to take a paseo. And then a paseo is also a road where a public place for speaking. Edna says she's enjoying. Thank you very much. And my sister Elo says her kids always give one excuse or the other when it's bedtime. I have never seen a child when once you say it is bedtime that is happy to go. Venu always she will frown her face that time. When you say it's time for bed, she will stomp, she will slam and everything. So it is one of the loneliest words. Now I guess that's about all that we have for today, because it is a very short program just coming to life. Once there's time, once I'm told that I can continue more, if you people want more, if people want me to stay much longer, you let me know. But for everyone who has tuned in today, thank you very much. My sister Eloho watching from Edinburgh, Edna from Lagos, Dr. Raphael James from Lagos, Denja Abdullahi, I think he's from Bauchi. He didn't tell me where he was watching from. I don't know whether he has tuned off. Anyway, like I said, I would like to repeat the word for today. Our word for today is paseo. P-A-S-E-O. P-A-S-E-O. And it means a stroll, a leisurely walk in a public place. Paseo, yes. Let me go and take a very good. Dr. Raphael James wants to go and take a paseo. I think when the sun goes down, I'll go and take a paseo. I remember I told you the word for the day a couple of days ago was phub, P-H-U-B, and it means when you are snubbing people and you're on your phone or your iPad and you're snubbing people. And my sister Ella said she even saw the word phobbing in an email. So it's interesting to know that all these words are in existence, and it will be good if you can use them from time to time. Well, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Let's make it another date tomorrow at 1 p.m. By God's grace, we'll be there. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You have a pleasant rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.